everybody, it's Toxic. I'm going to go ahead and do my Q&A. Some of you left me a few questions, so I will go ahead and answer them. Let's see. Questions. Someone asked, are you going to EDC LV? No, I do not attend EDC. I'm very sorry. I've never been to an EDC, and I don't do very well in crowds, so I tend to avoid really crowded areas. The only reason why I go to goth night is because my friends are there, and I can drink, and it kind of helps me relax. So yeah. How did you come up with your name? Well, this was way back when like MySpace and Bebo were popular. I don't even know if any of you know what Bebo is or remember what Bebo is. I wanted something that kind of went together, and I like techno music. I've liked techno music since I was younger. So I was like, okay, so what can I put with techno? And I was just going through names, and so I came up with Toxic Techno. So that way it's kind of like, I guess kind of like an alliteration, I guess you would say. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. That was back when I was I just kept the name, but that's back when I was like a scene kid and all that fun stuff. What colors have you dyed your hair, and which is your favorite? Well, I've had my hair with streaks in it, and of course I just dyed it pink. I've had it all purple, all red. Now I've had it all pink. I haven't had it all blue yet, but I've had it blonde with blue streaks, blonde with pink streaks, blonde with purple streaks. I've had it black. I've had it strawberry blonde. I've had it platinum blonde. My favorite color? It's not hard to pick. I don't know. I really like this one, but I really loved the purple when I had the purple. So I'm not sure how to pick which favorite. Let's see. First off, I love you lots, and love you too. Second, how did you decide you wanted to be an alternative model, and do you have any tips for noobs? It really wasn't deciding to be an alternative model. I've always been an alternative person, so that really wasn't hard to decide. I've always loved the alternative scene, the unique clothing and stuff that goes with it. Tips for noobs. Just be yourself. Wear whatever you like to wear that's alternative. Don't let anyone try to make fun of you or tell you it looks stupid or whatever. Just wear whatever you want. Watch out for weirdos. There are a lot of guys out there that are weirdos. And always bring an escort. I'll definitely be doing a video about this later on like new beginning tips for models. So that way you guys can, because I know some of you that follow me probably would like to do modeling. So I'll just do I'll do a video later about like tips for noobs. When did you discover you were a kitten? I've kind of always felt like I've related to cats. Ever since I was little, I've loved cats, and I've just always liked meowing at them, and I've always wanted to crawl around with them and act like a cat. I didn't actually know there was a thing for being a cat until about 2009. I met my girlfriend, and she was a collared submissive at work, and I saw her wearing cat ears and a tail, and I'm like, oh my goodness, someone that likes wearing cat ears. And so I kind of talked to her about it, and she explained pet play to me a little better, and I just realized that I really liked being a cat. And I didn't know there was a thing for it. Favorite character cosplay and least favorite character to cosplay. Favorite character cosplay has got to be Misa from Death Note, because the TV series, or not the TV series, the movie series, Misa kind of reminds me of me. She's happy, bubbly. Same thing with the animated. She's just very unique, and I love her outfits and everything. So definitely Misa. Least favorite character? I don't have a least favorite character yet. There might be, but I don't have one right now. So. So, definitely would have to be Maddie Page. Do you ever see yourself becoming a doll? Love you. Love you too. Actually I do. I used to collect porcelain dolls as a child, and, funny story, I was a preemie, so I actually had to be dressed in doll-type clothing because they didn't make preemie clothing when I was born. So, but I've loved dolls. I love the big eyes and the hair and the not having control over yourself. So yes, I actually see myself kind of trying dollification a little bit.
I mean, I don't really know how many people actually take part in. By the way, you know you can flip this around, and now you can see yourself.
Okay, thank you.
You're special sometimes.
I am.
A training master is kind of like sending a dog to obedience school.
Okay.
It's not sexual in any way, unless
I'm not sure how to explain this so it doesn't sound wrong.
Yeah, it's not sexual in any way unless you want it to be, but it's like a friend who is a dom or a couple that are doms, and they help train the submissive in that way. I've only actually heard of it once in real life.
I was gonna say the movie The Ring of... The Ring of O has that too. But if you're wanting your master to train you too, there's things to tell him that you would like, and then he can kind of learn.
Help books.
Yeah, he can kind of learn from there.
You're actually talking about getting some submissive training help books, not because we need it, just because we're interested to see what someone else says.
Yeah, like we discussed what stuff we both wanted and all this and that before we actually started my slave trading, and so we'll do a video on that later. But I figured
we've actually done a lot of discussion about that.
Yeah, I figured
over the course of the years
he could help me explain that a little better, so it didn't sound wrong or off or whatever. Because I might go on a rambling tangent and then be like, oh wait, that wasn't part of the question. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see. I did not watch that yet. What's your favorite little/pet space activities? Well, you don't really join in the little activities, but I absolutely love coloring. I've loved coloring since I was a kid, so coloring. Pet space would have to be...
Probably when you're wearing your mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was about to say,
probably when I wear my mask.
You go into complete, well, I call it subspace, but you go into complete subspace when you put that mask on, and you don't. Though you also emulate the animal.
I do.
You don't talk, because cats can't talk.
Of course not.
You enjoy yourself?
Yes. Favorite place to have a date? Dirty Frank's. It has to be Dirty Frank's.
For you who don't know, Dirty Frank's is a hot dog place that only serves hot dogs. It's also a bar. But basically they have the strangest combinations of things. Like, she would always get a Cowboy Curtis, which is...
a RC Cola with a
cherry slushy. I was about to say it's cherry, but what is it with?
It's amazing.
Except that one time you got Red Bull Mountain Dew slushy.
No, yeah. She's like, oops, that wasn't right. But
you can get like baked beans, chili, and all different types of stuff on your hot dog. But word of advice to she didn't know this: if you go there, make sure you say no jalapenos
Yeah.
in your
Mac and
cheese because they don't tell you.
They don't tell you
that
there's
there are
jalapenos
jalapenos
in
in
your
that.
mac and cheese. What is your favorite part about pet play? Being able to be a cat. I guess that's my favorite part about pet play. Being a cat, being able to be in my cage, wearing my mask.
Only communicating through meows
Meowing.
and nuzzles.
Yes, I love doing that. I'll just randomly meow at you just no matter what.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Thoughts on fluffier pets, like what size and how they can fit in the community just like everyone else. I've gotten asked this twice. There's 2 questions on here for that. I don't see anything wrong with bigger girls, Asian girls, like whatever race you are. I don't
girls.
think I don't.
Disabled girls.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. You should be allowed to do whatever you want to do. I don't
If you're-
see. I
Yeah,
don't
if
see the
you're
point in judging. I don't understand why girls in the community do that. That's one
Well-
thing I'm not liking about the pet play community right now is the fact that everyone's judging everyone. I've seen one of my Chateau sisters be judged because she's in a wheelchair. There is nothing wrong with a girl being in a wheelchair and being into pet play.
Well, we talked
Nothing
about
wrong.
this on our podcast as you're being discriminated against because you're a girl in the gaming community.
yeah.
And in fact, you're being discriminated against by other girls in the
Yeah.
gaming community because you don't look like them. It's just all the communities have a real problem with
Yeah. I
having
don't see
arguments
anything
with
wrong
one
with it. I
another.
really don't.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Everybody should
If
be
you
able to enjoy
if you
what they
like
want.
to enjoy it, then enjoy it. That's
Yep.
simple.
What do you think about the movie The Pet? I hadn't watched it. I watched the preview. I can tell you right now that it might be somewhat accurate, but that's not always how things go. Someone's not always sold as it kind of looks to me like a slave trade.
You showed me the trailer.
So-
I think there's stuff missing from it,
Yeah.
but I have actually seen something similar to that, but not in that, and not in the pet play community. But it's not selling. It's more along the lines of handing over the contract to someone
Yeah.
else.
I didn't
My
even-
friend Mark had a submissive. It wasn't working out because she was a major alcoholic.
Oh, that's not good.
So, yeah, you know Mark. He
Yeah.
doesn't like that kind of stuff. So he gave up the contract to a training dom, or a training dame,
Yeah.
dummy, whatever. And she took over as the dom to the sub.
Yeah. I'll probably watch it more in depth later, but it doesn't always go like that.
Yeah. It's
So,
variations.
yeah.
Like Ring of O is a much more extreme, though I'd like to say Ring of O was completely
Ring of O was pretty extreme. Yeah.
fictional.
Let's see. What do you do in your free time? I play video games, I read comic books, I watch movies, I play Warhammer with Master,
Did you put those Zim comic books away while I remember? You said you read comic books. I'm like, there's a pile of Invader Zim
I
comic
read those.
books.
I finished those. I
Okay,
haven't
I know
started
you
the
finished
Deadpool
this,
yet.
but you left them out.
Oh.
Deadpool's still out.
I know,
You need to
Deadpool's
read
out.
that one.
Okay. That's the same question. Or older pets. I don't think age really matters in pet play, to be honest. Another one. Do you still play Warhammer? Yeah, I still play Warhammer.
Not as much
Not
as
as much as
we
we used to, but I still play Warhammer. What's my favorite model? Warhammer model. What would have to be? Oh, that's hard to pick. Cause I don't know if I want to pick
Why don't you just
Aramon,
start
or-
listing why?
Aramon, or Typhus.
Well, why do you like those two?
Because Aramon just looks like a Greek god, and he's just all powerful.
That looks more like a Greek. Looks like more of an ancient world demon.
And
really.
Typhus is just like, okay, did they take away the feel no pain?
No, we still. Have
Okay, well then, he is some mister, go ahead and shoot me, I would say, I'm gonna chop your head off.
For you who don't know, Typhus, Aramon first is a chaos sorcerer. Giant horns coming out of his helmet, giant staff, cloak, everything. Pretty awesome figure.
Yeah.
Typhus is twice the size of
Typhus
Aramon,
is just
incredibly bulky,
He'll just plow you
with
down.
a giant rusted scythe that is covered in poison.
What
So-
are your favorite ears? Where are your favorite ears from? Woodland creatures. Sadly, she never has very many ears, so I only have 2 pairs. But those are my favorite ears because I prefer more realistic ears because they make me feel more connected with the pet. I mean, the cutesy ears are cute if I'm in a cute mood, but like these ones, they're more realistic, so I definitely feel more cat-like if I have realistic cat ears. Because I have a cat myself. When I look at his ears, I'm like, I'd rather have ears like his and have ears that just look humanized, and I just sometimes don't like that. Why are you so pretty? Thank you, and I have no idea.
We're actually just talking about this today.
How many pacifiers have you? How many do you mean? Which I have. Okay, which is your favorite? And you're beautiful and awesome. Thank you. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
I just remember the Harley Quinn ones.
Yeah, those ones are my favorite. My Harley Quinn ones are my favorite. I don't put them on Instagram because I repeat this constantly, but I have a copycat or copycats, and I just don't like people having what I have sometimes. So I try and keep a few things to myself.
When you post something online and then either that same day or the next day the person goes, I ran out and just bought this, and it's the exact same thing that you have, or when you dye your hair 3 times in 2 months and they match it every single time.
Yeah, it
goes
annoying.
from coincidence to you're actually doing this on purpose.
Yeah, so that's why I try not to post up a lot of the things that I buy or have.
Though to defend one of them, she copies you because she really wishes she could be like you.
Yeah.
The other one, on the other hand, just wants to be popular, and she thinks following you will get her popularity.
Of course.
She does that to 5 other girls at the same time, so.
Yeah. But those are all the questions I have. Maybe next time I'll have more questions, but I'm really thankful for the questions that I got. I know some of you probably have followed me for a while and been afraid to ask me questions. Don't be afraid to ask me questions. I'm just a normal person. I like it when you guys talk to me, interact with me. I know sometimes I don't answer you guys and I'm sorry. Sometimes I just see it and I go, okay, I'll answer that later, or I'm just not in a good mood so I don't communicate with you. But I'll try to communicate more and hopefully try and let you guys in my life a little bit more. I'm a little worried about sharing things because just because of how the community is, as you can see, some girls get talked bad about, so I'm trying to keep my life kind of quiet, except for a few things that I let you guys see. But maybe I'll try and let you guys in a little more. We'll see. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you, Master, for helping me. And I love you guys. Bye.